the James Charles makeup palette. I was so stoked to hear that he actually is releasing a palette. It was around 10 a.m. where I live when it was released. So when it was released, I was in math class and I was like, yo, I need to order it right now so it does not, like, I can't get it because it sells out. We were doing something I should have been paying attention with probably. And also, like, the nearest, like, Ulta here is like an hour away and I don't want to drive. But I ordered the palette and it came in yesterday. So let's first start off with the cover. It is gorgeous. I love the white of it, like the grayish white. I am a huge fan of that. And on the back it says, "Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my palette. I love glam, but I also have a huge passion for crazy, colorful, outside of the box makeup, and I created this palette with that in mind. I included every beautifully formulated shade necessary to create literally any look you could possibly imagine. I can't wait to see what you come up with when you unleash your inner artist. James Charles." So, okay, let's just move on from the outside because I want to see what's on the inside. Oh, it's upside down. Wow, I am very great at doing it. This is beautiful. A normal Morphe palette usually actually looks like this. This is the 35B, the palette that he actually replaced and redid. And this is what it is on the inside. So I'm gonna see which one has a better shade. I'm pretty sure James Charles is for sure gonna have it. But this is the James Charles and this is, whoa, okay. Let's just first start off by talking about how beautifully placed all these shadows are. It's like pleasing to look at this. Dude, these shades look amazing. But I'm gonna go around and do some swatches on some of my favorite colors. I don't even know if I wanna like mess it up. You know, like if you ever get like a really good makeup palette and it's like really pretty and you don't wanna touch it because you don't wanna mess it up. This is what it is. Okay, so I think these are all I'm gonna swatch because I really kind of want to get into the palette and start using it. But they are so creamy. I was not expecting it. Like, they're very beautiful when they're on the tray, and a lot of the times when the like colors are on the tray and you put them back on your arm for like a swatch, they're very diluted and they don't really have any color to them. And I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna see how they actually come off the skin that isn't primed, because a lot of people, there was this whole big controversy thing with this girl saying it dyed her eye and she freaked out about it because he didn't tell you about it. If you have never used Morphe before, or if you've never put eyeshadow on your eye, any very pigmented pink, red, or just like sometimes blue or green dyes your eyes. If you look on the back of the box, it clearly says it's not safe for eyes, and what that basically means is that it's gonna dye your eye possibly, or you might have a allergic reaction to one of the whole like ingredients. So if it dyes your eyes, you're fine, it will go away in a day or two. So yeah, let's just take this off and we're gonna get into actually doing the look. Before I even start doing this, I'm gonna prime. So I'm gonna be using the eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay. I haven't used this in such a long time. I usually prime my eyes with Tarte Shape Tape, but in his video he said don't use that because it's basically not really an eye primer. So we're gonna prime our eye using this. So next thing after that, we're gonna grab our M441. I know James said to have more than at least 3 of these. I only have 1, and so we're gonna go in with Social Blade right here. So we're gonna put this in our like inner right here. I don't know how this is gonna look. I don't ever do looks like this. So, but now we're gonna go in with Playground, the light blue that I loved when I swatched it. Okay, so we're gonna put it on. So the very first, okay, so actually like putting this on, I've watched some videos saying it was patchy, and actually looking at it and following the way that he said to do it, it's not patchy. So let's go in for more of the Playground. Tap it off so it's not too much. Oh, okay. Wow. Let me work this out. So let's go back in with Social Blade because that's a pretty green. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna help blend this out right here. So when James Charles actually announced that he was releasing a palette, it was not a shock at all to like literally anyone, because for one, we all knew. At one time when he posted that skull picture of himself and he said playing with some makeup, and a lot of people were like, what makeup is he playing with? Because we all asked and he never answered what palette he used. And I would kind of like looked at them and I was like, he's probably making a palette. And I was really excited at that time because I really wanted him to make a palette, and well, he did. But this is absolutely beautiful. James, you did great. All right, so now that we have that done, we are gonna go in with some Shape Tape concealer, and we're gonna cut the crease. I think this is a mistake. Probably. Well, we'll see how this works out. It's unleashing your inner artist. So after that, we're just gonna pack it down with some white, which is the Flashback. So now we're gonna go in with the shade B, which is the bright yellow, and we're just gonna start packing it in over here. We're gonna put this on my inner like corner. Okay, now the next shade that we're gonna go in with is the shade 518, which is basically the orange shade, and we're gonna pack it right there. Now next shade that we're going is You're Kidding, and we're gonna pack it in right there. Okay, so the next shade that we're going in with is Single, which is me. So with Single, we're just gonna put it right here. We're gonna blend this in with the blue, and we're just gonna deepen this whole thing. Now we're gonna go back with You're Kidding, and we're just gonna brighten up this red, and we're gonna go back with all the other colors that we used so we don't lose the pigment behind, like, or like the color behind it all. I'm gonna grab my M431, and I'm gonna go in with Skip, which is by far one of my favorite shades because it's so bright, and we're gonna put it on our lash line. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with B and blend it in to where like it's going into the pink. So we're not done yet. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go in with the Heavy Metal. It's basically a glitter liner, and we're gonna go on the top of basically the cut crease, and we're just gonna follow it. Alright, so I kind of ended up changing it up a little bit. Well, I kind of went back and like I shut off the camera, kind of went back and fixed it, because what I did last time, like what I kind of rushed it and I didn't like how it looked at that point. But I did basically the exact same thing, but with like right here, I put a lot more red, a lot more orange, and a lot more yellow. And on the very bottom, I put only the Skip, which is the pink and the yellow. So basically this is Playground. This is basically all Social Blade and Playground mixed together. Then over here in the middle, like not in the middle, but the very corner, it's going to be like kind of like a Brother and then also Single mixed together. Then this is You're Kidding, the red. It kind of died down to a pinky color when I mixed it with the orange, which is 518, and then the yellow, which is B. So I went back and just redid all that, and then at the very end, I put one single like line that went across for just a little thing to add, which is just glitter to do the top. So next thing that I will be doing is basically a well-known sunset look that everyone does. Everyone loves sunset looks because they're so easy, but they're so pretty at the same time. And so the very first color that we will go in with is B. So what I'm gonna pack this on actually instead of just putting it on first. That did not make sense, but you know what I mean, kind of. So we're gonna pack it on instead of just swiping it on at first. Oh my god, wow. So this basically is like, this came out of that, so that went into that. So I kind of have to think of a little mixed thing of that now because I got an idea now. So then once we have this yellow shade, once we're packed on with it, we are then going in with the shade Love That. This is such a pretty shade. This reminds me of like Valentine's Day, which is a day where I get nothing because I am single. Anyways, so this shade, we are just going to pack it in on the whole like lid kind of area. And then we're going to work this out with just blending it together with the yellow. Alright, so now that we have that, we blend it in with that. We're going to go back with B. We're going to keep the color Scene. We are then going to go in with Single. We're going to pack that on the lid and kind of under the shade Love That. We are then gonna go in with the shade Escape. We're gonna deepen this corner up with that color. Start with the corner of my eye, and then we're gonna go in with that. Now that we're gonna go in back with the shade B, blend everything together. And now to end it kind of like with a pop of color, we're gonna add the shade Skip, and we're gonna put it in here to add more of a pinky color. Now after that, we're gonna go in with the shade 518. I'm gonna put the orange up here. We're just gonna blend that orange out into yellow. So on the bottom of this lash, so I'm gonna grab the M431 and we're gonna go in with the shade Playground, and we're gonna put it on our bottom lash line. Now that we have that, we're gonna go in with the shade Social Blade, and we're gonna add a little bit into that, just like the corner where it's leading into the other picture. I'm gonna do like a cut crease with this kind of. So we're gonna line it up where this cut crease kind of starts. So if we go across, goes right here. So after that, we're gonna grab the 506, the M506, the Morphe brush, and we're gonna pack white onto this. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab my Morphe 506 brush again, and we're gonna start doing the green Social Blade thing. So basically we're gonna start off with Social Blade, and we're gonna pack it in right here. And now we're gonna go in with Playground. Now that we have that, we're gonna get Social Blade. Basically blend these together. Now we're gonna go in with blue once again, so we get that pop of blue in here. And then we're gonna go in with Cola, which is the color right under Playground, and we're gonna mix it in with this purple. And then we're gonna go in with Social Blade once more, just to make sure we have that color. Adding the rest of the eye look is the glitter liner, which we are gonna put on where it basically starts and where it ends. Okay, so the very last step that we have to do is add lashes. So I just got done putting on my lashes, and then I put the mascara on my very bottom lashes. But this is my final look. Okay, so my final thought on this is basically, James, you did great. This is an amazing palette. I suggest for you to go out and buy this. If you want to start makeup, if you are new to makeup, and if you are just really wanting to start off basic, instead of just going for a really like ordinary drugstore brand, like, which is like, they're good and all, but this is a starting, just basically amazing palette for anyone from beginner to like just advance at it. So this is a great beginner palette. All these shades in here are beautiful. Each shade in here, it's just amazing for every certain look. You can do any look with this. You can do fall looks, you can do summer looks, you can do for literally any type of look you want. If you're a makeup artist, this is a perfect palette for you. And for me, I love colorful looks, and I love doing fall looks or any of that, and this is a perfect palette. So that is my final review on the palette. I am in love with it. I'm so happy that I got the palette, and I'm in love with this look that I did today. So my final result of it all, go buy the palette. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up, along if you want to see more from me, and hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to my channel, because I'm gonna be trying to post. I just went through that whole 2-week thing again, but I'm going to be trying to post more. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys watched it all the way through, I love you, and I'll see you guys next time I post.